तेरी मेर दा बोलना तुझ आगे अरदास गुरु गुरु वाहे गुरु गुरु आद गुरे नमः जुगाद गुरे नमः सत गुरे नमः श्री गुरु वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा Progress and progression of life is a natural system. Life is taken place with the breath called prana through the strength of the Pavan Guru at a certain longitude and a latitude. You have the reason for whole life to discuss why you were born at a certain longitude and latitude on the planet Earth, but it is a fact that you are born, and then the life on his orbit starts going, plus it on the axle of his daily routine through the day and night. Divs raat do dai daya khile sagal jagat. It goes on. Progression is a statement of facts which normally people do not understand. Progress is automatic. It can be negative progress or it can be positive progress. Their Guru says, Sakat sang na kijiye duron paiye paag. If there is an unholy congregation or unholy person, there is no need of just confrontation or meeting or being there. It's better to avoid this situation, because if you want to walk through the dirt, you cannot come out clean, then you have to clean yourself. But if dirt comes to you or come in your way to get clean, then it's your responsibility to do the seva, do the service. But the only way you can meet somebody is to serve. It means to elevate that person. There's no need to participate with that person. The word progression is consistency of layer level of human life. Each day I was born, I was a crawling child. Next day I was a walking child. Next day I was no child. Then I was yes child. Then I was school child, then I was college child, then I was girlfriend and boyfriend child, then I was a man child, then I was a married child, then I had children as a child. This child progressionally went through many values, but child remained as the basic essence. All is the layer progression on that child. Now those you are children inside, and you keep your dreams hidden, and all you want to work hard and be rich and successful, and then lay the dreams on the children that they have to carry your legacy, and you end up saying, I want to control my children, I want to shape up my children, I want to have my children. Do you understand that children have their own life? They have their own destiny. They have their own path of progression, and if they have chosen you as a parent, it does not mean they are your slave. They have choose you as a parent that you have to pay the rent. You have to share with them your basic belief, your strength. If you don't have any strength, you have nothing to share. If you care to share something, share your character. If you care to share idiot, share your commitment. If you care to share your technique and ecstasy and strength through which your child can tomorrow be the strongest. Don't make them a bat ball of your emotions. You are cruel. These children have to be tomorrow men and women by their own right. You are ruining that right today. Because you have ruined yours. I asked a mother that day, how's your daughter doing? Doing fine. I mean, how much fine? I just twisted the English. What is fine? You put your head in the sand and you like ostrich and you say everything is fine. You think the world doesn't know there's nothing fine there? If you are failing as parents, you can learn to succeed. You can learn to earn the strength to be parents. It is the biggest service that parents serve their children to become beautiful, bountiful and blissful people, people of strength, peace and quality and tranquility. दान दियो इन्हीं को बोले हुआ. To give them something to somebody, give to your own children. The values, strength. You don't give them strength, you give them hope. You give them cover. You give them your emotions and your feeling. You tell them everything is going to be wonderful and fine. And when the world is going to be faced, they are going to face the world. They are not prepared to face the world. They will be your first enemy. Take granted from me. I can sign it. Your children will be a first sore enemy of yours because you betrayed them. You lied to them. You lied to them so much that they cannot even understand you thereafter. They will have no power to hear you. They will have no power to put their eyes into your eyes. They will say, go and be dead. You will hear this sound again and again and again. Because you betrayed them, you didn't give them strength to face the world. You kept them in a la-la land. You told them everything is going to be fine. You told them you are the wisest and you are the best and you are the most stupid on the world. Your stupidity they are going to find up, they are going to lock it in, and that is what the science of progression means. Person gets awakened by the natural circumstances and environments and rational mind and the argument of the reason finds the truth. When there is no goodness in your heart, but there is goodness in your heart. But you are blinded by your emotions. You are a control freak. Once in my life I experienced, I went to house of a woman and she has the only child. Within my 3 minutes, I cannot forget that image right now. John, shut up. John, close the door. John, get out from here. 4th minute I said, John, come with me. We'll sit in the yard and sit and talk. I actually went to see her and I saw that tyrant and I saw that cruelty on that little innocent angel, John. I took John out. I lied down on the ground. She said, Yogi, I'll bring you something. I said, I don't need anything. I lied down in the grass with him and sat down. I said, hi boy, how are you? He says, fine. I said, your mom is telling you shut up and shut down and all that. She said, I don't hear it. Did you hear it? I said, I heard. She said, here it goes every minute. Later on when we were very enjoying and relaxed and she brought some food and everything, she wanted to come in. I said, no, we are very fine outside. Actually, I want to see John and I like to play. He's a very good boy. She was so jealous. She said, John, don't you know that you have to go to your friends today? You were telling me. I said, John is not going. He has found his friend here. So don't push him out. John is going to stay with me and I'm going to stay with him. You want to join us? come here. How pity it is that you create your own born as cruel as you can because you lie to them. You tell them you know everything. That's a blunder. You should tell them, this is what Guru says. This is what we have learned. This is what you have to learn. They will never be your enemies. You know better. You know nothing. You want to be rich and you want them to be rich. They want to find life. They want to find experience. Actually, the coziness and the love you give them as parents, under the protection of that coziness and that love, they want to find life. They want to find fulfillment. Instead of they having fulfillment, you give them direction. You want out of your children grades. Fine. Spiritual grade, moral grade, social grade, ethical grade, manners grade, specialty grade, art grades. Is that school grades is the only grades you know because you want to hide your skin, because you are unable to pay any attention to them? You are unable to raise them properly? What about your family grade? How nicely you live as a husband and wife. Guru says, Ek joy do murti tan par paye soe. One soul and two bodies. You fight like rooster and you are create a scene. We don't have to go to Southeast Asia to see this. You can see in every home. You have claws of iron, you dig into each other's skin, you play at each other's commotions. And what happens? Children freak out. There's no refuge. Home of the sick is the refuge of the God. Home of the sick, where Har prevails, is a Har Mandir, where everybody can get refuge, not you. And look at the beautiful thing you have. Your own children have no refuge in your own home. They are looking for friendship outside because you are not their friends even. You are their executioner and you are their cruel judges as jury and executive together, and you punish them day in and day out. So what they do? They run out and they find friends who just console them and ruin them. From this torturous confronting death at home, where there's no peace, absolutely war going on all the time, they prefer a slow death. And you throw them to drugs, to all those unfortunate things. You think you're not responsible? You don't love them because you do not know the Guru's words. And don't you know the Bible? In the beginning there was a word was with God, and word was God. Do you not, Guru Nanak said, Akhri naam, akhri salah, akhri gyan geet gun ga, akhri likhan bolan ban, akhra sir sanjo wo khan, jinne likhe te sunaye, yo farmaye te vinto paye. Don't you read it every day? It's that one spoken word. If you go to a child as Sikhs and said, I am a disciple too, and I have learned from Sri Guru Granth this, and you should learn it too, you will never have a conflict. When you do not teach the child then child has no security. Then to create this security, you know what child does? He wants to grab Maya. Maya, poor fellow, cannot grab. He ends up with Chaya. He ends up into the fantasy of Maya. And such children are ruined every day. Yesterday there was a meeting on how to create environments and how to save children and what spirit can do. I saw those children all over the countries and our whole country, all states coming in, eager to know how they can save themselves. Children want happiness. Children want success. There are two things children want. Children want security. If there is a surety on the house that there is a security, by demonstration, if father is a saint and a soldier, mother is divine and graceful, child will never ever go wrong. You may not speak one word. You give your children insecurity, you make them trash, you put them out, and you look the time, space, dogs and the birds of time and space, tear them apart, and then you say, well, I can't do anything. You can do a lot. You gave them the birth by the natural law. You nurture them by the Guru's law. They'll be grateful to you. How many parents have taught that if a child takes a cold shower, it's a fun. And if a child sits in a hot tub and takes a cold shower on the head alone, it's an experience of ecstasy which nothing can be equal to it. How many of you would have done it? Have you sometime did that? Sit in a hot tub, enjoy, relax, and then put a cold shower on the top of your head, on the crown of your head. And when you cannot bear it, mix the hot with it. Just see the fun of it. You don't need any experience. It's itself enough. Have you seen that in the morning when the first cold showers hit your body and the word Vaheguru comes out of you, you cannot reproduce it? How many of you have taken a bath with your own children and showed them what a shnan is? How many of you have sat down with children and read Japji line by line and translated it? How many of you have told your children what life is all about? How many children learn from you, my parents, that Ang Sang Vaheguru means what? Naam Chityave means what? Chaddi Kala means what? Deg Teg Fateh means what? Children are taught nothing. They are taught those games. I went to the house of a Sikh parents and I had to go to a bathroom. So the main bathroom was busy, so I took the side room, and side room was the child room. You won't believe, in that side room there was every game of violence and every game of these funny cartoon guys, name them. From car racing to pilot flying and to all this. 1/3 of the room was full with those games. Now what you are teaching your children? War, violence, tragedy, A eating B, B eating C, C eating D, D eating E, that kind of game. You are teaching your children speed up to the point and go over. I watch in a couple of minutes because somebody was in bathroom. I say, well, this child is, as far as I'm concerned, dead. He's done with provided by parents. How many fathers and mothers ask their child, give me a massage, I'm tired, I've worked all day, I need your help. Your little hands are the angelic hands, they can heal me. You most cruel, inhuman, blind parents, you don't give them trust, encouragement, elevation. You do not give them any sublimation, and then you blame? You blame your children are wrong? Your children are not wrong, you are the worst. And then children know you play the games, and then they play games. Alch palach sagli mohi chute tande mo. Then it becomes one claim, one entanglement with other entanglement, entanglement, continue entanglement, and this lofty untruthfulness kills both. You die as frustrated parent, they live on with the legacy of frustrated children. This is not what Sikh Dharma Guru Nanak taught. This is not what Guru Gobind Singh taught. Guru Gobind Singh had 4 sons. 2 got brick alive and 2 fought right in the field like heroes. And within the teenage, you see that we cannot speak the language of teenage. You mean Guru Gobind Singh children were 82-year-old and 97-year-old? Huh? They were not teenagers? Where are you coming from? You have no mind of your own. You live in the past of the past of the past of the guilt, and you lay the guilt on and on and on and on. I was shocked yesterday, those school little children were taking so quick notes that they may not miss even one word. They wanted to learn that peace within can bring peace in the entire environment. And there was one beautiful lady, God bless her, she was wonderful, and she was a very professional preacher, and she said, I take the energy, all this energy outside, inside. When my turn came, I said, if there's no energy inside, person is God dead. If there's no intelligence inside, person is called foolish. If there's no computerized progression in a person, person is called dumb. Inside, there's a human brain which God has given us to compute everything beyond time and space. And every child has to develop. And it's a simple line, Kalasantita Chao. God sat in a pasture and enjoyed the joy of the creation. So the creature has to learn to sit in a pasture. Calm, quiet, peaceful, meditative, within the self, so that he can understand the universe around. Do you go to movies and jump around? First thing they told you, silence. First thing they put it on the screen is silence. How many times in life you have to observe silence? Never. Your children are very unfortunate. You have doors, but your cats and dog are fine. They have their own door to run out in case your vibrations are no good. Somebody called me that day, oh, my cat has run away. I said, you must be disturbed from last 15 days. She said, how you know? I said, that's the maximum from one moon to one moon, cat can take it. And beyond that, cat leaves. Because cat has a very sensitive nature. But if in the disturbances house continues, you should try one day. Have a disturbed house for 15 days, your cat will leave. And dog will never raise his head. You do not know what a monster you are, and then you give the children those monster movies. There are two monsters in the house, Mama monster and Papa monster. Plus you bring outside from the video shake, whatever that place they call it, monster movies. Plus television, this tube is giving tube full of monsterism to people and extending the imagination beyond anything. And then coming to the Gurdwara is a pain in the neck. Who should get ready and dress up and come there? Sangat sang mukh ujjal hot. In the company of the congregation, brightness, beautiful bountiness comes to you. Sadh ki sangat sada narali is excellent. This life, God has blessed you, Guru is guiding you, and your children need it. I know your surrounding is full of guilt, especially Judeo-Christian guilt. You will burn in the living hell here. There is no hell hereafter. Kala kalittar vasse, kadyon pani nasse. In the house there is a constant fight, and indifference and clash. Even water leaves that house. It evaporates itself. The bickering, the nagging, the negligent, and all those bad habits create a lot of conflict and heat, in which the cruel victim is the children. Today it has become a national slogan, save the children. Today it has become a national slogan, save the homes. Domestic violence is so bad you can't believe it. Children are suffering, you can't understand it. Life is so miserable, you have absolutely no sensitivity to it. And you are the cause of it. And you are the effect of it. Relax. Relax. Listen to the word of the Guru. You don't have to go to find Guru somewhere. Sri Guru Granth is with you. You do not read Gurmukhi, you can read Makalaf. It's all there. You have to educate yourself. Your reliance is on the wrong angles of life. Bije bik, mangai amrit, vik hoye nyao. You sow poison, you expect nectar, look at the justice. That's what Guru said. Naam ki bela pepe soya, mande kam no koya. When the time to chant the name of the God and be one cell and unisonness, then you sleep and snore. If there is any bad company voice, you get up faster. Karma kamam deya, tera koi na beli ram. Oh man of action and reaction, you don't have any friend. Karmi apo apni, ke nede ke dur. Your action will decide if God is in you or without you. गुर सतगुर का जो सिख खाए, पलके उठ हर नाम ते आए. One who calls himself the Sikh of the true Guru, he should get up in the ambrosial hour and meditate to God. Kar Ishnan, simar parav apna, man tan paye roga. In the ambrosial hour, take the shower, do the Ishnan, and sit down and meditate on your God, own God, whatever your God is. God with a special tail, 6 hands, 9 eyes, I don't care what you talk about it. Everything is God. Simar pravapna, mana, then mind and body will become disease free. जे नाम त्याइए मेरी जिंदड़िए तां सुख पाइए. Oh my life, if we meditate on God, why we meditate on God? God gives us the width. God is nothing else but our total width. God gives us the depth. God gives us the height. And God has given us one thing, life. The caravan of life without depth, without width, without height is shallow. Not accepting the ownership of God and not making your children to accept the ownership of God and to enforce the ownership of your own ownership is a direct corruption. Child has been given to you as a gift of God. It should be offered to the kingdom of God, the creation. Janni jane ta bhagat jan jan data ja sur, nahi ta janni banj rahe, kahe guaye nur. If she has to give birth, she gives the birth to Data, the giver, or the Bhagata, the devotee, or the hero. Otherwise she should remain without a child. It's not necessary that you should have 9 more criminals added to the story list of the state and wanted by the police everywhere. It is not so essential an act of grace to give birth to children and create more criminals. It is no use of having a married life and having a frustrated home. We have to understand that if we do not have peace and tranquility inside us, outside entire creative peace and tranquility is no good for us. That is why in Sri Guru Granth, Guru talks to the mind. Mind is a wonderful servant, but when it becomes a master, there is nothing more rotten than that. And when I hear some of you saying, I cannot understand, my mind doesn't go along with it, I don't understand either what mind is. Are you, or your mind is you? I called somebody a few days ago and I wanted to talk to the older child. The mother said he is sleeping. I said, what are you doing? I am awake. I said, what you have done? I have taken a bath. I said, what are you going to do? I am going to do Sri Guru Granth and I am going to meditate. I said, why he is sleeping? He is a child. I say, when I was in the academy, my instructor never said, he's a recruit, he can sleep. If I was 1 minute late, not only I have to jump from the bed, I have to jump so high that I can touch the roof. I say, go and wake him up. You are going to the Guru, his useless mother, if tomorrow nobody has to understand to go to the Guru. If you are going to the Guru at the ambrosial hour and you think you are holy, you are absolutely dark. If tomorrow your children do not learn and understand, go to the Guru, you are going to the Guru, it's just birtha. It's useless. You allow your children to do your subconscious corrupt fantasies and you blame them. You allow your children to rot and be destroyed because that is what the animal in you is, that beast in you, and you blame children for it. You never gave them courage, you never gave them hope, you never gave them company, you never gave them strength to be with you, the discipline you are in. They are already out. So it is left is a matter of time. Yesterday, a mother was pleading for the daughter. You should have seen my face. I never had taken that many vitamins B6 to get that much red in my face as I got it. And I say, you interfere with my granddaughter, I shall wring your neck. Out of my sight. It's between me and my granddaughter. I don't need higher attorneys, useless and fat. And I can't afford to ruin the future of everybody. I try to reach out where I can. And this useless mother telling me that my daughter, which is my granddaughter, try to understand this now. My daughter is innocent. Is my granddaughter too. And I have never even called. Already the campaign has started. Can you believe? If it's so innocent, what's wrong? I have not called. I have not said a word. I didn't want to interfere. And what is so big in Sikhism that you can't follow, which is not in the Western world? Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. What is in Sikhism you can't understand? So as you sow, so shall you reap. If you not sow good, you will be a creep. And rest of the life, you are going to weep. What is that what Guru Nanak said separate than this? Karmi apo apni ke nede ke door. Jinni naam te aya gaye musakat kaal. Nanak, roj, every day you read it, every day you understand it. You don't want to understand it in English? Parents who drag their children with their commotions leave them no choice but to put them to drugs. You are the main source of the destruction, fundamental and basic inferiority of your children, because you never taught them Raj Yoga. You never taught them the loftiness. You never taught them the excellence. You didn't share with them the experience. It is your neglect and the guilt of that neglect. You are doing things for them. And you are poisoning them and blinding them with your own commotion and your own guilt and own insecurity, and then you blame them. Dharamdi kirtakar. That's the Sikh way of life. Work through the sweat of your brow. And whatever you do, Mr. Honest, let your child also go through the grooves of that honesty, mold of that honesty, character of that honesty, characteristic of that honesty, length and strength of that honesty. At least if the child is not following, he knows that you are not with that child. Don't give a over-leaping cover. Tomorrow time shall not cover those children. That day, to my surprise, I was parting with my one grandchild and I gave a hug. It took me 3 hours to get out of the smell. Skin smelled like alcohol. Clothes smelled. You know, when sometimes you go with beautiful clothes and go to some restaurant where the smoking is on, and when you come up, you take your clothes off, you look like you are stinking. That's how it was. We are very appreciative of the God and Guru, that we have a very clean way of life. Cleanliness is godliness. It's my prayer that our emotions and commotion be all clean too. We need muscle of the spirit, muscle of the mind, and muscle of the body. We also need the dormant Atma clean and awakened. We also need a clear mind. We also need good physical strength. There's nothing good and bad. Thinking make it so. And thinking is the job of the mind. And Guru said, Soche sochna hove, ye soche lakhwar. The split in you, the physical body, your work body, and your fantasy has never come to one unity. You are always three-faced people. Guru gave us Akal Murat, Ajuni, Saivan, Gurprasad. Now you understand what Akal Murat means? That's what it means. We have one face as Guru gave us. It's one word as Guru gave us. It's one life Guru gave us. It's one guidance Guru gave us. Not only we will live, that we should share in experience with our children. Let us not become only the parents. Let us thereafter become teachers. Gurudev Mata, Gurudev Pita. Let us as parents become their teachers. If you fail in the role of being a teacher to our children, we will never be successful to have good children who will have a great future and who will be grateful to you. You are just emotional, sick parents. You have to become sick teachers to your own born, so they can learn tomorrow. So there will be no sorrow in their life which you have faced. There's nothing wrong to tell your children life is not very pleasant most of the time. There's nothing wrong telling the children that you did something wrong. There's nothing wrong me telling you that I abused my body and my time and I worked 22 hours and went on and on stupidly and look how much suffering I have gone through. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in it. It's a fact. Yesterday I went to a state dinner and body gave up. And BBG told me I was snoring. I thought I was chanting. I do not know. I can make a move out of it, but the fact is, body said goodbye, Yogi ji. I'm not with you. And she pushed and pulled, why? It's a matter of status. Whole state was there, and His Holiness Sri Singh Sahib, Pai Sahib, Bhajan Singh Yogi, and great biggie, whatever you want to call it. And everybody coming, the Secretary of the State, and here the man was grrr, grrr, grrr. Because there was too many long hours. And I said to myself, sometime it's good to stop. Then we came in at night and we wanted to stop. Then a phone call came from somewhere. Couldn't stop. Then we tried to stop, and then time came up. It was ambrosial hour. Finally, I stopped in my own stupidity. And there was nothing wrong in that confession. Because I realized when I was reading Japji, I was looking at the lines and they were mixing. Have you that idea? And then reading Japji, I was sometimes 9-10 inches down. I thought I was kissing my scriptural book. I realized I have dragged myself. I have drugged myself. And I am the same idiot Yogi Ji who doesn't stop. Well, yoga came handy. I went into the restroom, bathroom, did a posture, activated my nerves, put some cold water, came, read my Banis. I was nice, and after that I knew I have to sleep. Alapahar, Sulpasi, Nindra, Dya, Chama, Tantri, that's Guru says. Sleep and time to sleep. Rest when you have to rest, it's the best. But don't over-rest or under-rest. Don't overact or underact. Nirmal. Nirmal karma kavaya. Nirmal means simple, soft, clean, clear, with understanding. If your acts are of understanding, then everybody's acts are understanding. Then you are understood. It's very essential for parents to do that. Demonstrative teaching is the best teaching in the world. That's why you will see my personal staff and my near staff is always tired. You might be talking about what happens. No, it is very difficult to continue with 22 hours gala going. I call it gala going. And it is not right. So today, let our soul walk through the realms of consciousness. I'd like you to close your eyes. And this is what we did with the university yesterday. We'd like you to do the same. We'd like you to close your eyes. And we'd like you to take the optical nerve to control the frontal lobe, to re-energize your inner cells of the neurons at 60 degrees and focus them at your chin. I want to make you understand that can totally take away your relapses and give you a beautiful strength. Once you do that, your eyes are fixed at the chin, the moon center. Closed eyes, rolled inside, and you are calm and quiet and peaceful, tranquil. Now you have 26 vertebrae. Now, passionately, each vertebra, try to rise, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. All 26 vertebrae are the ladder to the Akasha, to the Shashara, to the heavens in your kingdom of the body. From the tailbone to all the way, you have to go up saying Vaheguru, Vaheguru, as you are going on the staircase, step by step, by step, by step. Tresha Guru Mantra. This Vaheguru Mantra is a mantra which Brahma, creator, Vishnu, sustainer, and Shiva, the deliverer, chants. Vayanti karanti jagatpati tvaha Brahma de tesha guru tvaheguru. We'll provide you the music from the stage, and they will do back this meditation at home to experience, but you stick around and experience it and see you can ride the ladder to the Akasha. That's your Akasha, friends. Not the sky is your Akasha. That you can do an aeroplane. This you do in the little shuttle of your mind by each vertebrae. Vaheguru. Vaheguru, in the way Vaheguru is, not the way Vaheguru, not American style or Indian style. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru is completion. It must sound completion and accomplishment in each chant. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Step by step. Step by step. Loud and clear, so you can hear. You must hear your sound. O my soul, travel with Vaheguru. From one rhythm to another rhythm. Each vertebra is a progression, is a step higher than the other. Is a ladder to lead unto the heavens, the Akasha. Whisper. O my soul, sound and resound, rise and rise, step up, step over step, until you reach the height of the Akashic self, the crown chakra, same way as a unit, the bindu, doing the bandagi, the prayer, reach out to the entire universe. All existence vibrates. I vibrate, we vibrate, and God vibrates. Let us mix the vibration. Make the entanglement as one. Beat of the heart and beat of the God. Go through it. रखे रखन हार आप भारियन गुर की पैरी पाए काज सवारियन होया आप दयाल मन न बसारियन साज जना के संग बहुजुल तारियन. Come on, Vaheguru Kar. What are you waiting for? Hurry up. Hurry up. रखे रखन आप वारियन गुर की पैरी पाए काज सवारियन हो आप दयाल मन नाग सारियन सद जना के संग भाव जल तारियन सख्त निंद के दुष्ट खिन मार डारियन. Sing in a self talk. जिस सिमरत सुख होए सगले दुख जाए राखे रखन हार आप बारियन गुर की पैरी पाए काज सवारियन हो आप दयाल मन नाग सारियन सद जना के संग भव जल तारियन Nanak. Everybody. Hear, O ye, hear your own words.
नानक मन माए जिस सिमरत सुख होए सगले दुख जाए राखे रखन हार आप बारियां गुर की पैरी पाए काज सवारियां हो आप दयाल मन ना विसारियां सद जना के संग भव जल तारियां सख्त निंद के दुष्ट किन माह विदारियां जिस साहिब की टेक नानक मन माए
Loud and clear, hear your own word. Listen to yourself.
नानक मन माए जिस सिमरत सुख होए सगले दुख जाए राखे रखन हार आप बारियां गुर की पैरी पाए काज सवारियां हो आप दयाल मन ना विसारियां सद जना के संग भव जल तारियां सख्त निंद के दुष्ट किन माहे बिदारियां जिस साहिब की टेक नानक मन माए जिस सिमरत सुख होए सगले दुख जाए
वाहेगुरु 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 जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. Sometimes it is very nice if you can hear your own voice. Then you can start hearing the voice of your own soul, and then you can conquer your own mind. Listening to the whole universe and listening to everybody else is not listening to anything. One who cannot listen to oneself and one who cannot listen to one's own soul lost the sole purpose of life. You cannot even hear the Guru's words because you do not know to hear your own words. You don't know what you're saying. You do not know what you're talking about. You are just like a hired attorney of devil's workshop. That's what you all are. You take a plea and you want to make an impact. Doesn't matter what the reaction will be and how much destruction it can do. You just keep on going, going, going. It doesn't work, folks. If you have no relationship with your Atma, with your soul, you have no relationship with anybody. If you cannot control your mind, man jeete jag jeet. If you cannot conquer your mind, you cannot conquer the world. It is now the age of Aquarius. Don't die in vain. Don't be insane. Listen to the Guru's Shabad and listen clear, loud yourself. All bountiful prosperity, happiness, grace will come to you. Where God lives, there's no shortage. करता तेरे सब कुछ है जिस दिन में जो पावे सदा सिर्फ सलाह तेरी नाम मन वसावे नाम जिनके मन वसया वाजे शब्द कहे नानक सच्चे साहिब क्या नहीं करते. Where the identity of the God is established, the wisdom of the Guru prevails, there shall be nothing but richness. बिरथा अपने जी की गुरु पे अरदास कर. Pray to your own Guru, the state of your mind, and control your mind. Mind was given to you to live, not to plaster you and destroy you. When ego catch up your mind, you are done. It's a done deal. So long yourself has your mind, you are graceful. I hope every day you'll spare some time in the twilight zone and the ambrosial hour and in the evening to meditate on yourself. May we be blessed and may we be very graceful. Our birthday is coming, birthday of the Khalsa. It's just almost a month or some days away, and we have to celebrate it with such a grace that you can certify and verify that we are alive in our values, in our commitment, in our character, in our characteristics, in our care, in our share, in our bliss, in our beauty, in our bounty, as sons and daughters of the father of the nation, Guru Gobind Singh, and mother, Mata Sahib Deva. We have a privilege to be born. And we have to walk the path as his children. We shall walk and smile at our face and with absolute dangling grace so the people know saints are marching on. If your march is not like a saint, you are a living devil. Life is a comparative study. There's nothing wrong to it. Take it either way you want it. And this life is a chance. At a glance it will go away. Be now and here. And hear me clear. Guided under the Guru's guidance. You will have no shortage of anything. It is his blessing which gives us a life of bliss. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa. Come on, children, come on. So don't you want it? I mean, you want that all collection which has been denied to you so far, you don't want to see it? Yes or no? So what I'm asking, special? Nothing, same thing. I shall donate $3,000 today on my account. And Sopurk will write the check, correct? Good. Anybody else? That was expected. Sopurk also give him. She's pretty rich. Oh, look at that. That is a special amount. How much? How much you said? Huh? What? Say it again. I give you a chance. How much you said? All right.
That's per day.
Okay, that's fine.
A couple of people, members of the Sangha, have gotten together and they agreed to match everything up to $20,000 with the raise. So we have a good head start. So let's keep going. We're on a roll. And no, it doesn't have to be in the thousands. Please. When we were at the dinner last night that yourself was talking about, while we were all still awake, because he wasn't the only one who was having trouble staying awake, we were listening to James Baker, who was the former Secretary of State, and he told a story about Washington. And someone had asked me why we were building a Lunger Hall before, and I thought of the usual reasons. And he told this story. He said that Harry Truman used to say, "If you want a friend in Washington, get a dog." So when he told that, I thought, that's why we're building a Lunger Hall. We don't live like that. And we have a project that is going to build a community, but it really has to happen as a community project. It's important to me that
it is important
everyone
that your
participates.
children should know that you participated. You participated for their future. It's a gift, it's a legacy you leave for them. And it shall stay there forever. That's the way of living. So please understand, if you live in Washington and you need a friend, you have a dog. If you live in Espanola, you need a friend, you have God.
There are some pink pads of paper and pens in the center of the floor. Based on the way the project is working, we would like as much cash and checks today as possible. We'd also like pledges payable by the middle of June. So please contribute what you can today, right here, right now. And also fill out pledges payable by the middle of June. And we'll work with you on that. I would like to work with anyone who feels they can't participate in this, because I know that we all can. And please talk to me about it, and I can work out the great, easy, fun payment plan. And we can all be participants, and everyone will be able to say that it's their Lunger Hall and our Lunger Hall. And that's the only thing that's going to make it work and get us to the next project. For us all to have that feeling and that commitment to it. So please fill out the pledges. Raise your hand now and pledge more. Write a check. Give cash. You can give it to me. Put it in the box. Simran? 511. Sworn car was 1,003. City column was 1,100.
You can write from Mahakalpa and Blondie $1,100 without her speaking,
Mankalpa Singh.
on my authority.
Write checks to Sikh Dharma Gurdwara Project. The sequel, The Langar Hall.
It's not necessary that you have to give thousands. You can give even $1. That's not what we are asking. We are asking you to participate. It's a matter of participation. And if the Guru wants to get this done, and Guru wants to give you money, it shall come to you. There's no reason for it. Please write it down and voluntarily give it to the Guru in that little pledge and leave it there. We'll send the collection company of Khalsa behind you.
Also, there's work for everyone, and it's, I know I'm just grateful that we're stacking blocks and not piling mud into forms and beating it down with a jackhammer. So it's going to go much faster. Our architects and construction people got much smarter this time. It's fun work. It's much faster. It's like Lego. So participate while you can, because just stacking one block is going to be a lifetime connection to the project. And you can even scratch your name and someone inside a heart if you want on that block. So I'm just grateful to be part of the project, and I'm going to keep pushing for the next one. So let's pay for this one fast. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Nanak nanen, Judy nam the aya, gave a shock to the grave, Nanak a table go to lay, gave the Judy now, all the fire Jika Halsa, why would she keep a day, why would she Halsa, why would she keep a tu sakura joma.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਅਰਦਾਸ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਈ ਵਾਰ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦਸਵੀਂ। ਪ੍ਰਿਤਮ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਸਿਮਰ ਕੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਲੈ ਧਿਆਈ। ਫਿਰ ਅੰਗਦ ਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਰਾਮਦਾਸੇ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਈ। ਅਰਜਨ ਹਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਰਾਈ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਧਿਆਈਐ ਜਿਸ ਡਿਠੈ ਸਭ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ। ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਿਐ ਗਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਦਿਆਵੇ ਤਾਈ। ਸਭ ਤਾਈ ਹੁਨਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਈ। ਦਸਵਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਧੰਨ 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 ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ। ਸਭ ਤਾਏ ਹੁਨਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਈ। ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਧੰਨ 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 ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਦੀਦਾਰ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਦਰ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ। ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਚਾਹਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਰੀਆਂ ਛਾਲੀਆਂ ਮੁਕਤੀਆਂ ਹੱਤੀਆਂ ਜਪੀਆਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ। ਵੰਡ ਚੱਕਿਆ ਦੇਖ ਚਲਾਹੀ ਤੇ ਗਵਾਹੀ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਅੰਡਿਤ ਕੀਤਾ। ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਸੱਚਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖੈ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ। ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ ਧਰਮ ਹੈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਡਿਠੈ। ਬਨ ਬਨ ਕਟਵਾਈ ਖੋਪਰੀਆਂ ਹਈਆਂ ਚੜਕੀਆਂ ਚਰਕੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਛੜੇ। ਆਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਚੜਾਈ ਗਏ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਲਈ। ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਧਰਮ ਨੇ ਹੀ ਹਰੀਆਂ। ਸਿੱਕੀ ਕੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੀਆਂ। ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਰੱਖੈ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੋਲਾ ਜੀ। ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਤਖਤਾਂ ਸਰਬਤ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਰੱਖੈ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੋਲਾ ਜੀ। ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ। ਮੈਂ ਸਰਬਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਸਰਬਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਨਾਮ ਚਿਤਾਵੇ ਚਿਤ ਆਵਨ ਕਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਵੇ। ਜਹਾਂ ਜਹਾਂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤਹਾਂ ਤਹਾਂ चार चार है तैग तैग फतेह बिरद की पेच पंथ की जीत श्री साहब जी सहाय खालसा जी के बोल बाले खालसा जी साहब पोला जी सतनाम श्री सतनाम श्री सतनाम सिखानु सिखीदान खेशदान रहतान विवेकदान विसादान प्रोसादान दाना सिरदान नामदान श्री अमृतसर जी दे दर्शन स्नान चौकियां चुंडा बुंगा जुग जुग अटल धर्म का जय जयकार खालसा जी सा पौना जी सतनाम श्री सतनाम श्री सतनाम सिक्का दा मन्नीवा मत उची मत पतरा का हे अकाल पुरख वाहिगुरु हे अकाल पुरख अपने पंथ दे सदा सहायता तार जियो श्री नानकाना साहब ते होर गुरुद्वारियां गुरदामां दे जिन्ना तां पंथ नूं छोड़िया गया है कुलैदर्शन दीदार ते सेवा समादान खालसा जी नूं बख्शो है नमानियों के मान सतगुरु नितानियों के तान सतगुरु डियोटियां डियोट सतगुरु निपत्तियां की पत सतगुरु यासनों की आसन सतगुरु गुरु गरीब नवाज सच्चे पिता वाहिगुरु हे अकाल पुरख सच्चे पातशाह जियो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सच्चे पातशाह जियो सारे साध संगत वादे पेड़ आए सी सच्चे पातशाह जियो बख्शिश देव सच्चे पातशाह सुख शांति देव सच्चे पातशाह आनंद देव सच्चे पातशाह सारे साध संगत अमृत वेला उठंगे वादे ना वादे बानी बोलेंगे सच्चे पातशाह श्री सिंह साहब आय साहब हरभजन सिंह खालसा योगी जी बाबा निहाल सिंह जी छंगी से बड़ी छंगी से देव सच्चे पातशाह लाज करना सच्चे पातशाह आत्मा दा एल्फ्रेड डेड्रिक्स सच्चे पातशाह बख्शिश देव सच्चे पातशाह प्रेम कौर खालसा जन्मदिन है सच्चे पातशाह आनंद देव सच्चे पातशाह आत्मा दा लुइस डेविस सतजीत कौर दा पिताजी आनंद देव सच्चे पातशाह गुरकीरन कौर दा जन्मदिन है सच्चे पातशाह आनंद देव बीर सिंह ते बीर कौर उससे दा 21st एनिवर्सरी आनंद देव सच्चे पातशाह हरि आरती सिंह खालसा तेरा जन्मदिन है ते सतनाम सिंह उससे दा जन्मदिन है सच्चे पातशाह सुख शांति देव सच्चे पातशाह ते माइकल मेथकर उससे दा आत्मा जी आनंद देव सच्चे पातशाह बख्शिश देव सच्चे पातशाह Wanda Christie Kelly Monique Taylor सच्चे पातशाह लाज करना सच्चे पातशाह इत्थे गुरु खा लंगर गुरु प्रसाद कीता सी सच्चे पातशाह तुहाडे प्रेम नाल तुहाडी बेनती दिओ सच्चे पातशाह अखर वड्डा गाठा बूर चुप माफ करनी सर्व ते कार रास करने जी से प्यारे मेल जिन्ना मिलिया तेरा नाम चितावे गुरु नानक नाम चढ़दी कला तेरी बानी सरबत का वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह आज्ञा बेअकाल की तभी चलायो पंथ सब सिखन को गुरु मानियो ग्रंथ गुरु ग्रंथ जी मानियो परगत की दे जो प्रभ को मिल खोज है खोज शब्द मैंने राज करेगा खालसा की रहना को सब मिलेंगे बच समझो होए राज करेगा खालसा की रहना कोई पार हुए सब मिलेंगे बच समझो जो बोले
Sodat mela panjvan Nalanirayan mere Jamadutana ave nere Nalanirayan mere Jamadutana ave nere Kantalai prabharake Satguru ki sach sake Gur pure puri kiti Tusman mar vidare Sagale das ko sumat diti Rahau Prabh sagale than vasaye Sukh shand fir aaye Nanak prabh sarnaye Jin sagale rog mitaye Prabh sagale than vasaye Sukh shand fir aaye Nanak prabh sarnaye Jin sagale rog mitaye Vaheguru ji ka khalsa Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
Fifth channel of light. The pervading God is with me, so the desk courier draws not near me. Hugging me to his bosom, the Lord preserves me. True is the true Guru's instruction. The pervading God is with me, so the desk courier draws not near me. Hugging me to his bosom, the Lord preserves me. True is the true Guru's instruction. The perfect Guru has done the perfect thing. He has beaten and warded off all mine enemies, and has given me his slave the sublime understanding. Pause. The Lord has caused all the places to prosper. Safe and sound, I have returned home again. Nanak has entered the Lord's sanctuary, which has rid him of all the diseases. Safe and sound, I have returned home again. Nanak has entered the Lord's sanctuary, which has rid him of all the diseases. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
ਰੱਖੀ ਰੱਖਨਹਾਰਾ ਆਪ ਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਪੈਰੀ ਪਾਏ ਕਾਜ ਸਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਆਪ ਦਿਆਲ ਮਨੋ ਨਾ ਬਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਜਨਾ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਭਵ ਜਲ ਤਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਾਕਤ ਨਿੰਦਕ ਦੁਸ਼ ਖਿਨਾ ਮਾਇ ਬਦਾਰੀਆਂ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਠੇਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਮੰਨੇ ਮਾਇ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਰੱਖੀ ਰੱਖਨਹਾਰਾ ਆਪ ਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਪੈਰੀ ਪਾਏ ਕਾਜ ਸਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਆਪ ਦਿਆਲ ਮਨੋ ਨਾ ਬਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਜਨਾ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਭਵ ਜਲ ਤਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਾਕਤ ਨਿੰਦਕ ਦੁਸ਼ ਕਿਨਾ ਮਾਇ ਪਿਤਾਰੀਆਂ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਠੇਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਮੰਨੇ ਮਾਇ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਰੱਖੀ ਰੱਖਨਹਾਰਾ ਆਪ ਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਪੈਰੀ ਪਾਏ ਕਾਜ ਸਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਆਪ ਦਿਆਲ ਮਨੋ ਨਾ ਬਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਜਨਾ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਭਵ ਜਲ ਤਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਾਕਤ ਨਿੰਦਕ ਦੁਸ਼ ਕਿਨਾ ਮਾਇ ਬਦਾਰੀਆਂ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਠੇਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਮੰਨੇ ਮਾਇ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਰੱਖੀ ਰੱਖਨਹਾਰਾ ਆਪ ਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਪੈਰੀ ਪਾਏ ਕਾਜ ਸਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਆਪ ਦਿਆਲ ਮਨੋ ਨਾ ਬਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਜਨਾ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਭਵ ਜਲ ਤਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਾਕਤ ਨਿੰਦਕ ਦੁਸ਼ ਖਿਨਾ ਮਾਇ ਬਦਾਰੀਆਂ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਠੇਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਮੰਨੇ ਮਾਇ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਰੱਖੀ ਰੱਖਨਹਾਰਾ ਆਪ ਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਪੈਰੀ ਪਾਏ ਕਾਜ ਸਵਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਆਪ ਦਿਆਲ ਮਨੋ ਨਾ ਬਸਾਰੀਆਂ calling.